In order for you to use WhatsApp Business API, you need a Meta Manager account, and this will show you how to do it. So first you will need to verify your Facebook profile account. This will not be a page, you need a profile account. So please follow along. After the screenshots there will be another video which you can then follow in order to get verified to set up your Facebook Manager account, which you will need in order to use for WhatsApp Business API. So go to this website, then you will click fill out this form. Next, please select profile, and then you need to go to your Facebook account, your personal profile. Click on the three dots, then go to copy this link. But here's the thing, it will not work when you click this link. You cannot copy it just like that. So copy your link, paste it in a notepad, and then add your name after the .com/ as you see. So the copy profile link needs to be exactly the same where you input it into your profile link. So after you've done that, go to select national identification card. You can select that one, and then you just fill in the rest of the form. Just remember, you must, where it says add documents, that this is where you upload the front and back of your ID or your passport. And after that you can go back to Facebook and you will receive this message, and then you will just wait to get verified.
If you've been pulling your hair out trying to figure out how to create your Meta Business Manager account, then this is the right video for you, because I want to show you step by step how to create a Meta Business Manager account, how to make sure it's properly set up, also how to get it verified so that you can limit the amount of potential restrictions or bans you might face in the future from Meta. So this is the A to Z tutorial that you'll want to listen to do all of this. For some reason, Meta has made it quite complicated for beginners to figure this out, so I hope to shed some light on the topic. If you're new to the channel, you don't yet know who I am. My name is Justin, and I'm the founder at paidadvertising.com, an online marketing growth firm specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. We've profitably spent over $12 million on ads in the last couple of years. This year alone, we're on track to spend $5.5 million on Facebook ads. And with that said, let's get straight into it. So the first step is you're going to head over to business.facebook.com/overview. Why do you need a Meta Business Manager or a business account or the business suite, right? Would you be trying to run ads, or if you're just trying to manage your business, right? You have a Facebook page or you have an Instagram account and you kind of want to combine those together, schedule posts, see your stats, interact with your customers from your desktop, then you need a Meta Business Manager, okay? So that said, the only criteria you'll want to have is you need a valid Facebook profile. So you need to make sure you have a personal Facebook profile, meaning if I go right now to facebook.com, you need to have one of these profiles, right? A profile where you can have friends, chat with others, which is what I have on my end. Now I'm going to show you something that isn't mandatory, but it helps, right? So if you want to start by going to facebook.com/ID, okay? If you want to go to that website first, I recommend that you get your Facebook personal profile ID verified before you create a business manager. That just ensures that your personal profile, essentially what you do is that you upload a piece of personal ID to Facebook. You tell Facebook, hey, here's my profile, here's the name on my profile, here's my profile picture, here's a piece of ID that I'm giving you so that you can match to make sure I'm a real person. And once Facebook essentially matches that, then it secures your profile. Facebook now believes that you are are a real person, which makes it so that any other moves or actions you take on the platform are quote unquote legit, right? So I recommend you do this first if you want. It's not mandatory once again, but you can do this first. Now I would head back right here to the business.facebook.com/overview website. And right here, you're going to click on create an account. So in terms of account name, you can give it whatever you want. I honestly recommend you give this the exact name of your business. So in this case, I could write paidadvertising.com, your name right here, and then you would put your business email and hit submit. Now, once you've submitted this information, you may or may not arrive to a screen like what you have right here. If you don't, there's no problem. The way I got to the screen, so whenever you're on the next screen, if you want to manually type the URL that I have right here, which is business.facebook.com/latest/settings, you should see once again something like this right here. Now you see yourself, you see kind of your account access. If you have any other employees as an example or team members that would need access to your Facebook page, would it be to monitor comments, would it be to essentially reply back to messages, you can invite them right here. So you'd click on invite people and add them to your business account. Now, I would invite you to go down to business assets. This is where you want to incorporate anything that you own on Facebook under your business account. So I'll try and make that as simple as possible, but the hierarchy on Facebook looks like the following. Right at the top, you have your profile. Your Facebook profile owns a business account. This business account, which people call business manager, this business account will own any of your assets. So assets are things like a Facebook page, an Instagram profile, an ad account, as an example, a pixel. Those are all assets that are owned by the business account, which is owned by your profile. So under business assets here, this is what you can do. You can go ahead and click on add assets. Now, when you click on add assets, this is everything you have access to. The first thing I'd recommend that you give yourself access to under your business account is your page and Instagram account, right? You want to make sure that you incorporate your business Facebook page and business account right here. So let's say if I click on Facebook page, I can either create a new page, which is probably not what you want to do if you're watching this video. Perhaps you want, right? If you don't yet have a Facebook page, you can do it right here, or you can do claim an existing Facebook page right here, which if you do claim a Facebook page, all you'd have to do is put in the page URL. So I could go back as an example to my Facebook profile right here, go back to home. I could go on my own page as an example right there. Select this, I could place it right there. So claim it essentially, and I would hit next essentially and claim my Facebook page. You'd want to repeat the same process for an Instagram account, right? If you don't yet have an ad account, but perhaps you want to create ads, you want to run ads, which is the reason why you're making a business manager or a business account in the first place, then we can get ahead and click on ad account. Now, I've personally reached the limit of ad accounts I can make for this business account. Keep in mind, when you're making a new business account, you have a limit of only one ad account you can make for this business account. So, which is what I've already made. I've made it right there. If you don't yet have an ad account, you can make it right here. But I actually recommend to go to another page in order to create an ad account as well as verify your business account. So if you're on the same page that I am right now, you're going to see on the left hand bar business settings, which is what I want you to click on right now. Once you've clicked on business settings, you should arrive to a page like this one, right? So I want you to go all the way down and go to business info. So under business info, what I need you to do essentially is to fill out all of this info. So you're going to want to click on edit and enter every piece of information you have about your business, the legal address, the phone number, your website, and a legal business name. What I need you to do is in each of these pieces of information, I want you to make sure that this matches a legal document you have from the government. So if you incorporated your business as an example, or if you registered your business, make sure that this is the same address and same legal business name that appears on your legal documents. Because here's the catch. You're going to see here business verification status. You're going to see unverified. You want to verify your business. And to verify your business, you have to upload legal documents, a bit like I showed you earlier about verifying your ID from your personal profile, which you have to upload a piece of ID. Well, in this case, we'll have to upload legal documents that match the same information you put as your business details. Now, I want to make this clear. The business verification status does not give you a blue check mark next to your Facebook page or next to your Instagram account. This is not what this is. If this gets verified, you're simply going to see this little gray light turn to green. What it means is that your business account, your business entity, not your page, not your Instagram account. Remember, remember what I said earlier about the hierarchy: profile, business account, and assets. The business account gets verified. So now you have a verified Facebook profile from what I shared with you earlier, because Facebook's like, okay, this person's legit. They're a real person because their profile picture and their name on their profile matches what is on their ID. So they're legit. Great. So you're a legit person. Here, we want to make sure that Facebook also knows the same about your business, that, okay, the information I have about this business matches legal documents. I can match the two, and I now know that this business also exists for real. So the reason we do this is because in the future, right, if you want to run ads, or if you start using and being more active on your social media, well, sometimes you might get restricted, right? You might just disrespect the community guidelines by accident. In fact, sometimes you might not even do anything and you still get your ad accesses restricted. And it's much easier to get them back if your business is verified in the first place, because Facebook already knows you're legit. You don't have to explain yourself, send a bunch of documents over and over again. You've only done it once at the beginning. But now, if I click on business verification status and I click on view details, it's going to bring me up to security center. Most of you are going to see this text that says ineligible for verification, but I have a trick which I want to show you right now that forces Facebook to prompt you to verify your business. Very easy to do. Bear with me. You want to head over to the following website, developers.facebook.com/apps, APPS. Now, you're going to be greeted with a screen like this one. It's simple. I want to explain to you what you're about to do, not just tell you what to do, essentially, because I want you to understand the backbone of it. Facebook developers, anybody who's building an app using Facebook's technology, needs to be verified because you're requesting direct access to Facebook's internal documents, APIs, and such. So Facebook adds another layer of security and forces you to verify your business. Here, we're going to want to create an app that is dormant. You're not even going to use it. It's not going to cost you anything, but it is going to force Facebook to think that you have the intention in the future to become a developer. And therefore, they're going to request that you verify yourself at the start, which is what we want to happen. So I'm going to click right here on create app in green, top right. Whenever I create an app right here, so I'm going to let it load for a second. So I'm going to click on create app right there. It doesn't really matter what we want to do. I usually pick essentially authenticate and request data from users with Facebook login. So next, I say, no, I'm not building a game. Under app details, I add like a random app name. So I'm going to call that, like, let's say app number 1. You put your email address. Important part, right? It says optional, but it is not in your case if you want to do what we're trying to do here, which is verify your business account. You want to select the newly created business manager that we made earlier. You want to click on this, select the business manager, and click on create app, which I'm not going to do because I just did it essentially before this video, right? So I'm going to click on cancel on my end, but on yours, you want to click create app. Once you do so, you're going to see a screen like this one, which shows you like the development mode essentially of your app. What you're going to want to do essentially at this stage is you're going to want to click on required action, and you should see a prompt right here that asks you to verify your business. If you don't, simply head back to the screen that we were on earlier. So the business settings, refresh this, and instead of seeing ineligible for verification right under security center, you should see here a button that will tell you to verify essentially your business, right? If you don't, I would say log out of Facebook, log back in, or wait max 24 hours and come back to the screen essentially, which is business.facebook.com/settings/security. And you should see once again right here a prompt that will ask you to verify your business. That prompt, essentially, you just click on it, follow the steps on screen, which are, in other words, to upload legal documents that match the same information that we provided earlier on their business info. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you successfully create a secured new Meta Business Manager account this year. If you want to learn more about different ad strategies and methodologies you may want to implement for your business, check the link down below and join our free school community that has tons of information and tutorials for you to follow to kickstart your advertising journey on the platform. On that note, I'm going to wish you an amazing day. Check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll be speaking to you in next video. Peace.